Hello, we're gonna do my November wrap up today. So I traveled in November and so I didn't read as much as I normally do, and so we only have 6 books to talk about this time. So this should hopefully go quickly for once. So anyways, we started off the month with Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, which if you've read any Ali Hazelwood books, you already know how this went because it's just lady in STEM, per usual, finds douchebag that she works with and ends up falling in love with him even though he did something kind of shitty sometimes. But so in this one, it was, yes, he did do something shitty, but I don't know, like, then he like tried to fix it, and I don't know. Anyways, it all worked out for them, like it always does. I think it has to have like a happily ever after, be a romance book, so it's the same formula. It always is. I did not like this one. I think I don't care for a lot of Ali Hazelwood books. I mean, some I like, but her regular STEM books I'm finding I don't necessarily like that much. So anyways, I get that one 2.5. It's the same shit over and over. You either like it or you don't, and I'm finding that I just don't care for it that much. Like, I mean, at least the MC in this one was less obnoxious. This one had like the fake dating trope, which that part was fun, but then like the rest of it, I'm just like, whatever, dude. Like, this guy was constantly grilling her, and overall just kind of, I just didn't like him. I'm like, why would you start to like somebody that's like constantly like calling you a liar and telling you that you're like crappy and basically like, I don't know, it did all this crap. Like, it was a mess, and I was like, this is bullshit, so I didn't care for it that much. So I give that one, 2.5. And so that is how the month started. And then I listened to an audiobook that was I think it's my one nonfiction read of the year. After the election, I wasn't in my usual mood of wanting to read all my random stuff. So anyways, I read a nonfiction. This one was In Defense of Witches, The Legacy of the Witch Hunts and Why Women Are Still on Trial. And so this I read on audio as well, but they did bring up a lot of points of like how stuff is just still not, in our favor, especially when it comes to like the medical field. It's just like our health does not get taken seriously. Our pain isn't get taken seriously. When you're having a baby, like, you really shouldn't be laying down. Like, everything's for the convenience of the doctor. Why is everybody sticking fingers in you? It's unnecessary, apparently. Like, when you're having a baby and all that, and then like, we're always put in a position of like being described as somebody's mom, somebody's kid. Like, there's all this pressure on us to like have kids, even though we don't necessarily want it, but people assume we are supposed to be doing all of that, and that's like our role. Like, we're really shoved into specific roles, and like it's just kind of how it's still the same. And like, people just get called witches because if you don't follow into that norm, then only you're a witch, you're crazy person, you're like, basically you're an evil lady if you like don't follow the norm, kind of, is still to this day the vibe. So, some stuff has changed, but not a lot. So we still have a long way to go in terms of that. But anyways, that was my nonfiction read. I gave it 4 stars because it did bring up some interesting points about, how we're like forced to pick between like career and kids and all this stuff, and men don't have to do that, and it's just a mess. Anyways, not the most lighthearted read. But yeah, it was topical for election time. But so anyways, after that, finally got into a better vibe, and went on to Solo Leveling Volume 4. And so that one I did vlog reading it. There's not like a whole lot you can say with when you're like that deep into a series already, But, you know, this one we had more development of his status and more characters being added into the story, so there's definitely a lot more stuff going on now. And I feel like this might have been like a little bit of a turning point in the story, so we're gonna see where it goes from here, because I think there might be they added a lady and they put kind of a lot of emphasis on this lady, so I'm kind of thinking there might be a romance subplot developing, but we'll see, because, you know, you don't necessarily need that, but sometimes they're in this kind of stuff, so we'll see. I'm intrigued. I want to see because she's very powerful, which is nice to see. And yeah. So anyways, per usual, Soul Leveling, 4 stars, lots of action, lots of fighting, lots of stuff going on. What's to dislike, really? And then I also vlogged reading Heavenbreaker, and that one was a sci-fi. And so that one, they're like fighting in mecha suits, and this girl who is like from the slums, I guess, kind of ends up getting involved in all of the upper class stuff, all the stuff with the nobility, because her dad was a noble, except he was married to her mom, and so she's a bastard. And despite it being futuristic, there's still religious talk, and there's still like class. There's still like that class system where like there's a king and there's nobles and all that. So that plays a like heavy hand in the politics of this world, and basically she's trying to blow up the system. And so it's one of those stories where it's like, fuck the patriarchy. Not even fuck the patriarchy. It's like she just personally wants revenge, but it does like snowball into even a bigger thing of like, we're gonna just destroy all the nobles and destroy to eat the rich story, really. In the end, you know, I mean, she went out for one thing, and she's still really only out for that one thing, but she gets wrapped up into things and it snowballs. And also, I thought this was a standalone. Come to find out, it's not a standalone. This is planned to be a duology, and I'm very excited for the duology. Like, I want to know how it's gonna wrap up, because I have some theories, but we'll just see. We'll see if it does what I think it's gonna do, or if it's gonna swerve. But yeah, I did vlog that, so if you want a little bit more, I guess, then you can check that out. But after that, I read Blood on the Tide, which I am enjoying this series. Okay, like, this one is the second one in the Crimson Sail series. It's by Katie Robert. So far, I think I like her writing. I think it's only the second book I've ever read by her, but yeah, I'm intrigued to keep going. This one is also my vlog, but you know, it's you get some smut in here. This is a sapphic romance. So this is between Lizzie the vampire and Maeve the Selkie, and they are so cute together. They're so cute. Okay, so Lizzie shows up. You know, if you read the first one, then you know that Evelyn stole her family jewels, and so, you know, she's got an excuse to hunt her down for a year, apparently. And then so she comes back, she makes it finally to Threshold, follows the lead there, and then, you know, that's where they meet, and that's where everything goes down. But they were super cute, and so I actually like this more than the first one. So I gave this 3.75. I think I gave the first one 3.5. So like, yeah, I was on the fence for giving this a 4, but I was like, oh no, there's just like a little something missing to give it a full 4, but I couldn't tell you what that is. But this was a fun read, and I'm gonna keep going with the series. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. I think the next one has Nox, which is exciting, but I don't think we're getting that. I think I saw him like not until like the summer. So anyways, I'll be keeping an eye out for that, but I liked it. And then the last book, which I honestly don't have a lot to say, because I listened to the audiobook of A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair, which I feel like so many people have liked this, and I get it, I really do, because I mean, this is the same story as Lord Olympus. Yes, thank you. This story is basically the same as Lord Olympus. So, you know, if you liked Lord Olympus, which a lot of us did, but you just wanted more detail into the smut and stuff, that you know, you're not gonna get like a play-by-play in a comic like that, but you can get it in a like written story. So that is basically what this is. So if you just wanted more smut in Lord Olympus, basically, then read this, because it's basically the same. So for me, I didn't necessarily need that, so this just felt like something I didn't really need. But yeah, if that's something you're interested in, then definitely give it a go. It's by no means a bad book, it's just, to me, it was the same. So this one I gave it 3 stars. There was nothing wrong with the writing, there's like nothing wrong with it that I can say. It was still enjoyable to listen to, but I just didn't need it. So anyways, overall, this month was, you know, light on the reading, because I didn't really read that much when I was traveling, but kind of a mid-month for all of this, but there you have it. Hopefully next month I'll do more like holiday reading, holiday romance reading especially, and so we'll see. That will probably come in January. But anyways, see y'all next time.